Okay, sorry about that, Leo. I was communicating around, I guess we'll just jump to Jupiter conjunct Neptune. So this will be in your 8th house of Pisces. This is the house of endings and beginnings, shadow aspects, and secrets, occult knowledge, sexuality, and other people's money. So this aspect is a very favorable aspect. Could probably really shed some light on those shadow aspects and really allow for transmutation. I have noted this aspect as being like a spiritual quest and best used for meditation, so definitely a good time for that, and just having some luck in those areas. The sun will be square Pluto. Sun will be Aries, 9th house, and then Pluto in your 6th house of daily life, routine work, health, service, self-improvement, and your competency. So this aspect is a bit of a conflict and relates to power struggles and power dynamics. So we have our 9th house of higher learning and our 6th house of daily life and jobs. So there could be some kind of dilemma between the pursuit of higher learning and beliefs in those future horizons and what you currently have going on in your day-to-day work and routine. Maybe not able to get those to integrate properly, but nonetheless a good aspect for awareness of that conflict, and the next steps to move forward could be brought up that day. So right now we have the 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, 7 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles showing up for you. So regarding Aries season, I'm seeing a little bit of illusion and mystery, also emotions here. This is getting to your primitive animal side, really being in sync with nature, and just like a veil of illusion that could be presented, especially with the 7 of Swords coming up and the 5 of Pentacles. I do see a little bit of dishonesty and imbalance, imbalance in resources, and just some kind of sneaky sneaky trickster, like this illusion around trickster energy. Maybe feeling left out. You feel like people have taken things from you, and now you're left out in the cold. But there's an illusion here, and there's 2 sides to every coin, where every coin, there's, you know, this stuff has happened, and this could be like the current feeling, or this is something to look out for, but there's an opportunity presented that leads to awe and wonder in your new realm of prosperity and abundance. And that's really all I can think of coming through for Leo. So thank you so much, and I hope that you have a lovely fire season in Aries, and great start to your zodiac wheel. Oh, I was gonna keep going. Okay, so next up we have Virgo. So, hello Virgo. I hope you're having a super rockin' start to your Aries season, and feeling like you have learned a lot from your previous cycle so that you can live in your realm of service and health. So, Virgo, you will have the sun in your 8th house, which is your endings and beginnings, shadow aspects, sexuality, other people's money, secrets, and occult knowledge. So, sun in that Scorpio realm definitely could have a little bit of friction with that fire and earth combating each other, but only to ignite some shadow aspects for integration. Venus will be conjunct Saturn in your 6th house of daily life, service, and routine, which is your native house. So that seems to be very synchronistic, and probably will reveal some rewards with the Saturn check-in regarding your relationship to that, your work, and how maybe you get assets from your work and your health and your service. So definitely seems to be like your a more check-in with yourself than with other people, self-improvement. So definitely I feel like it's a level up. Self-love is prevalent, and you're doing everything to improve yourself. And if you're not actually doing that, then Saturn will let you know. So the sun will also be conjunct Mercury in your 8th house of endings and beginnings, transmutations, letting go. So there's some mental clarity coming and allowing you to communicate and express yourself in these areas of shadow aspects. Maybe you're really understanding where your shadow aspects are arising, and how they've been communicated in the past, or shown through your identity via communication. There are definitely some insights into how you can level up and progress with this new information coming through. Seems to be aligning and an opportunity to just purge and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Which, whoa, Queen of Swords, definitely suiting. Mars will be conjunct Saturn in your 6th house of daily life, job, and routine. So this is, I think, fueling some discipline in these areas, and really allowing for some patience to come through in your routine and service, and your health. Sometimes things will just progress over time, and really takes some discipline into how we react and respond to those little momentary things of progress. And definitely fueling your determination in those areas of your life, and probably just getting some more burst of energy for probably health in terms of exercising, and then I want to say, I'm just getting competency, like just like a level up in and feeling like you're at continued education, even though it doesn't really resonate with the 6th house. It's just like a self-improvement. Like if you're improving yourself, you're gaining more competency, and you're improving yourself and gaining knowledge. Jupiter will be conjunct Neptune in your 7th house, Pisces. That's your partnerships and relationships, awareness of others. This is a lovely conjunction to have in that area of unions and just commitments. Jupiter and Neptune are just, old time friends, and are going on a spiritual quest with each other in Pisces, and truly seem to really ignite some dreamy relationships there. And yeah, that seems just like a very lovely, I'm getting the sense of roses and romance with that aspect. The sun will be square Pluto in your 8th house of endings and beginnings, and Pluto in Capricorn, your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, abundance, social life, fun, expressions, and hobbies in children. So there seems to be some kind of power struggle between maybe your shadow aspects in those areas of romance and socializing, hobbies, children. So definitely need for some mental clarity so that you can integrate and have awareness of what you need to let go of, so that the two can flow simultaneously. And also just have some equality there. I don't know if it's time or resources that are needed, but some kind of power dynamic in I'm getting more of like the creativity aspect. So Queen of Swords, we have mental clarity, breaking through any BS and dishonesty. Queen of Swords is all about being just and fair, and having that that sword to mentally penetrate any areas of illusion or facade. There seems to be some kind of transformation going on, maybe in the mental realms, and you're really gaining more mental clarity and really finding your truth and holding true to that. Throughout Aries season, and that's your season of focusing on yourself. So being true to yourself and having that mental acuity to really balance the fire in the earth here. Oh, I just got an idea about, you know, with burning, like incense and stuff like that, you can always control the flame so that it's more of like just like a little bit of a smolder. And so this is air, so having that air aspect to control the flame on the earth elements, so that's a great way to probably balance the Aries fire. So thank you, Virgo. I hope that you have a super healthy and happy Aries season, and really just see that self-improvement and level ups. So thank you so much, and now I will go for Libra. So hi Libra, happy Aries season. I hope that you are just having a lovely, balanced, and harmonious Aries season thus far. The sun will be in your 7th house of unions and commitments, partnerships, awareness of others, and just relationships in general. So Venus will be conjunct Saturn in your 5th house, which is your creativity, pleasure, romance, social life, fun expressions, hobbies, and children. This has been of a testing aspect for our maturity and health in our relationships with the material world. So that could also indicate healthy and mature relationships through romance and socializing. Something to consider, and note that Saturn could test you in those areas. The sun will be conjunct Mercury in Aries, which is your 7th house. Partnerships, we've already gone over that. So having some mental clarity in those relationships, that probably will fuel your creativity, or your, I guess with the sun, creativity and expression in your relationships, how you express yourself and progress through those commitments, maybe reaching another level of that commitment. Mars will be conjunct Saturn in your 5th house, so we have testing of responses and reactions in social life, in romance, and creativity. This is a great aspect to fuel your creativity. Really just focus and use the energy to create something, or exercise, and maybe focus on partners, especially with the Venus conjunction there too. This seems to be a really love-oriented conjunction for both Venus and Mars in that 5th house, and expressing the love. That's what Leo does. So or Libra, but Leo's the 5th house, so collectively, so expressing that love, and testing the I'm drawing a blank, sorry. Testing how robust that love is, from what I can see, and also with children, just having that that love and unconditional love for your children. Jupiter conjunct Neptune in Pisces. This is your 6th house of daily life, routine work, health, and service. So whoa, maybe you're having some kind of realization that your work and daily routine is based around spirituality and meditation. Total synchronicity here to really consider that work and making that your daily life, and knowing that it serves others. Sun will be square Pluto, is your 7th house of partnerships and commitments, and then your 4th house of roots, family life, inner security, and ancestors on the unconscious past. So there could be a little bit of a power struggle or some kind of power dynamic that arises between your partnerships and maybe your roots. Holding firm to your roots is sometimes very much applicable for relationships in or having to work with your roots. They're just like, with you being balanced and harmony, there seems to be some kind of constricted flow between partnerships and your family, your home and family life. So some kind of work awareness and integration needs to take place so that those two can flow harmoniously, which is you in general. So we have Judgment. This is your call to action, which very much aligns with the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction for spiritual quest in your daily life and service and health. This is heeding the call, hearing the divine, and this is you, and you're literally just, you're you. And there's some kind of higher calling. I'm using the word calling a lot, but I mean, there's some kind of higher message being brought through and asking you to take action. And this could be yielding monetary value, abundance, and prosperity. A new seed of an idea for business and resources. That's really all I have to say for Libra. So I hope that you have an exciting and spiritual Aries season, using that initial spark and fire to really heed your call to action in service, which is what the impression I'm getting. So thank you so much, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? I hope that you are just thriving in the Aries season, where your secondary ruling planet is the ruler of this, and also Pluto is a secondary ruler to Aries. So there seems to be a good match for Scorpio water here. I've also heard that Scorpio is like Scorpio is like the fire of all the water signs. So here we go. You will have the sun in your 6th house of daily life, work, routine, and sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. And health and service. So could be igniting some sparks in your new routine. This is a new cycle, new routine for Scorpio. Venus will be conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, which is your 4th house of roots, family, ancestors, and inner security. This aspect is testing our relationships of self and could reveal some areas of maturity and health for your connections with your ancestors, is what I'm getting, just because of the Scorpio occult and afterlife connections. So definitely some karmic lessons for those from Saturn, for those in your roots. And the sun will be conjunct Mercury in Aries, so that's your 6th house. We've got over that, which is your daily life and routine. I think you'll get some mental clarity as to how you can progress with your routine and your daily work. Health and service, definitely a time to start communicating what you feel like you're competent in, and practicing that. Mars will be conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, which is your 4th house of roots and ancestors, home and family life. So testing our responses and reactions in this in our home and in our family, and also fueling discipline and patience. I'm getting a sense of responding to scenarios in our home and family life, and also with our ancestors. A test for determination, and I'm getting boundaries. Some boundaries need to be laid down here. And that could be for just like being determined to have boundaries for your own inner security. Saturn's probably going to test those in boundaries in like an emotional sense, since that's one Scorpio and in Cancer, the 4th house anyway. So having boundaries so that things don't really get to you. Then we have Jupiter conjunct Neptune in Pisces, which is your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, and romance, your social life, hobbies, and your children. So very spiritual conjunction there. I'm getting some catharsis through creativity outlets, or just romantic quests and endeavors. Having that spiritual outlook for your social environments and just your crafts in general. The sun, oh, that really aligns with the Queen of Wands. The sun will be square Pluto, which is your 6th house of daily work and routine, and then your 3rd house of self-expressions verbally and mental acuity, learning, and knowledge. So potential power struggle between verbalizing your service and your health, what you're confident in, really trying to integrate having that mental competency and bringing that into a realm of service in your daily life. Maybe I'm seeing like just like an obstacle there, not necessarily a power struggle. It's just like some kind of obstacle, an internal power struggle that needs to be integrated or transmuted. So we have the Queen of Wands, who is very intuitive. This is an intuitive season for you, and one of passion and creativity and magnetism. This is communicating with ancestors and what's hidden. Very Scorpio, like tapping into that fire aspect too, and balancing it so that you can really blossom and bring in some creativity through whatever struggles that you're having, but also just a lot of the happy aspects. This is beauty. This is pure beauty and being radiant. Seems super nice. I'm loving the conjunction in the 5th house. It's really pretty. And then Venus will also be in your 5th house during Aries season. So lots of love coming through for Scorpio. So I hope that you have a awesome Aries season, and blaze your trail for self-identity. That's what Aries about. And whatever you're really knowledgeable really needs to be integrated as your work. And I think there's a lot of ancestral knowledge coming through too, now that I think of it, and that could be something that others will definitely be drawn to. So thank you, Scorpio. And I'm gonna pause before I do the remainder of the zodiac. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back for Sagittarius through Pisces. Thank you.